Yeah, man. So, man, it's plain as day for those that can see, you know. And the spirit hopped on me to make that video, um, basically because I was trying to drop some jewels, you know, and I got nothing but a bunch of scoffers coming my way, or a specific scoffer. And you're not supposed to cast pearls unto swine, you know. But the spirit had it where some other sister came up and you know, she wanted to learn a little bit more. So, that's why I went ahead and went into that little David Hogg crisis acting thing. It's really a part of a bigger picture, you know. But if you don't have the eyes to see it, if you don't have spiritual discernment, then you just lost, you know. So I got this bitch ass nigga right down here, Still Sanders 2020, a total bug out. Just like a lot of these internet niggas who like to sit up there and talk shit, but in real life, they wouldn't bust a grape in a fruit fight, So this cat right here, I tried to drop some gems on him, letting him know that David Hogg was a crisis actor, you know what I mean? And he want to come talking out the side of his neck, And I didn't make this video for him necessarily. It's just that certain people see things for what it is, and others they just can't. They're just a part of the system. They're just a spoke on the wheel, like this bitch ass nigga Still Sanders 2020. Which if you still holding on to this system, there's no hope for you, man. You believing in a controlled opposition and a man who is a career politician, then you already gone. But this chick down here, she basically was just open to, if I can provide proof. She wanted to keep an open mind, and I went out looking for another video that would just give definitive proof, and I really couldn't find it. So I went ahead and put up a compilation video of my own, and I'm gonna basically get into what it is, how this all ties in, basically. All right. So what they're trying to create, which is, it's not, what they're trying to create is a dystopian society. Now, this is a list of the characteristics of a dystopian society. Propaganda is used to control the citizens of society. Information, independent thought, and freedom are restricted. A figurehead or concept is worshipped by a citizen of society, like this nigga trying to worship Bernie Sanders, or political affiliation or what have you, which are just idols. Citizens are perceived to be under constant surveillance. Sound like America? Citizens have a fear of the outside world. So why would they do something like this? Majestic, huh? Why would they create these crises and these scenarios so that you can't feel safe at work, at school, at church, to make you a goddamn slave, so that you need to be constantly under surveillance, and so eventually they can roll out the RFID motherfucking microchip. Period. Citizens have fear of the outside world. Citizens live in a dehumanized state. Well, I know the minorities do. Blacks and Hispanics always getting gunned down by the police. Our president is a damn racist, and then always trying to dehumanize us. And meanwhile, they putting all these white folks in fear, acting like MS-13 gonna come over there and chop off their head, which is nonsense. It's a state of fear. All right, what else we got here? The natural world is banished and distrusted. Right, that's why they want to herd all you bitch niggas into these cities, for total control. Citizens conform to uniform expectations. Individuality and dissent are bad. Like what I'm doing right now, that's bad. To mindless idiots, useful idiots, like Bernie Sanders 2020, for example. I'm just using him as an example. He's going to conform to the status quo. He's just a spoke on the wheel, a cog in the machine. And, Spirit has it that my channel is called Ghost in the Machine. So, this is a hardcore, well-oiled machine. And so, You think you're doing anything by trying to prop up some politician? You ain't doing shit. All right. The society and the illusion of a perfect utopian world. Well, we ain't there yet, but this is basically what they're trying to create. You know, this is what you would call what's the word I'm looking for? Uh, Unconventional warfare. Okay. Yeah. You know what? Matter of fact, let's hold on. Let's see what is unconventional warfare. Let's look it up. Unconventional warfare. All right, unconventional wars. Okay, should we go to that one or in general? Let's go to this one. Let's see what's here. All right, unconventional warfare. The support of a foreign insurgency or resistance movement against its government or occupying power, whereas conventional warfare is used to reduce the opponent's military capability directly through attacks, maneuvers. Unconventional warfare is an attempt to achieve victory indirectly through a proxy force. All right, they use covert or not well defined, and it relies heavily on subversion and guerrilla warfare. All right, let's see objectives. All right. As with all forms of warfare, the general objective of unconventional warfare is to instill a belief that peace and security are possible without compromise or concession. Let's run that back. The objective of unconventional warfare is to instill a belief that peace and security are not possible without compromise or concession. Two original definitions are claiming the intent of U.S. unconventional warfare effort is to exploit a hostile power's political, military, economic, and psychological vulnerabilities by developing and sustaining resistance forces to accomplish U.S. strategic objectives. Or according to JFK, there's another type of warfare, new in its intensity. Oh, I remember this speech. You know what I mean? This is like 2 weeks before he got killed. You know what I mean? He was a good man. Or else, usually good men are the ones that die, you know? So let me run that back. There's another type of warfare, new in its intensity, ancient in its origin, war by guerrillas, subversives, insurgents, assassins, war by ambush instead of by combat, by infiltration instead of aggression, seeking victory by eroding and exhausting the enemy instead of engaging him. It preys on unrest. Does that remind you of something? Huh? Is this country not in unrest? We're going to get to who's doing this in another video, most likely, because we could be here all day. Unconventional warfare can be employed in furtherance of one's three strategic outcomes: overthrow of an existing government or occupying power, disruption of the operations of that power, or the coercion of that power. All right, let's take a look at methods and organization. Unconventional warfare targets civilian populations psychologically to win hearts and minds. Wait, let's run that back. Unconventional warfare targets civilian populations, okay, psychologically to win hearts and minds. Like school shootings or something like that. Like, the kids are dying, that type of shit. Yeah. And only targets military and political bodies for that purpose, which the so-called American people are the target, seeking to render the military proficiency of the enemy irrelevant. Limited conventional warfare tactics can be used unconventionally to demonstrate might and power, rather than substantially reduce the enemy's ability to fight. See, if you control a man's mind, then you control the man. You know, that's truly not unconventional, but very subversive, you know. In addition to surgical applications of traditional weapons, other armaments that specifically target military are used airstrike. We ain't talking about military necessarily. Yeah, so that kind of gives you like a general framework of what I'm you know trying to target. So it's psychological warfare is what it is, and psychological warfare been going on for a long time. So if you don't know that the media, that all the news organizations are owned by the same people, and that they are ex-CIA, or really they're current CIA and FBI and all that bullshit. And then in turn, those organizations have overlords over them, then you just bugged all the way the fuck out. This ain't for you. Take your take your ass back to sleep, and go back to being a flag saluting American, and be on barbecues and beer and shit like that, whatever, and football games and all that shit. Go back to that. But really, I don't be making these videos. I made this video because I seen that really there wasn't one that was out there that would get my point across, so I had to get the point across. And this is only for people who have an open mind or have the spiritual discernment, to see these things for what they are. Otherwise, just go back to uh, fighting for Trump and or fighting for Bernie Sanders or people like that. Go back to sleep and believe that they gonna save you, because America's finished, man. America's finished. Bernie, Trump, they can't save you niggas. Okay? Really, you got to hold steadfast to these scripts. Really, in my channel, all I really wanted to do is maybe hit current events and get into the scriptures. That's what I rather do. But this video basically is just gonna, I'm gonna build a premise for this. I'm gonna go to on my lap. All right. So what I was saying about, hold on, let me go to Matthew 24. Let's see, what is it? Matthew 24. I think it's verse 21. Somebody at the door right when I'm doing my video. Hold up. 21. Hold on. Read that. Hold up. All right. So where was I? Matthew 24:21. For then there will be a great tribulation, such as has not been seen since the beginning of the world until this time. No, nor ever shall be. And unless those days were shortened, no flesh would be saved. But for the elect's sake. For who? For the elect's sake, those days will be shortened. Then if anyone says to you, look, here's Christ, or there, do not believe it. So, that this goes on, but that's just basically to my point that, they can't save you, motherfuckers, All right, man, I'm going to get into, let's see. Oh, you know what? There's another scripture that's gonna go to that point. Let me see. Psalms 28, verse 3. All right, do not take me away with the wicked and with the workers of iniquity, who speak peace to their neighbors, but evil is in their hearts. Give them according to their deeds. Now let's use Trump and all these racist ass white folks as an example for this, and not only them. Let's even America as a whole. You know what I mean? And of course, when I speak, I'm not speaking broadly, but as an example. Do not take me away with the wicked and with the workers of iniquity, who speak peace to their neighbors, but evil is in their hearts. Give them according to their deeds. Now, if we give America according to their deeds, is that kingdom righteous? Hell nah. It's pure wicked. You know what I mean? If we were to judge America by its deeds, slavery, the genocide of the Native Americans, um, putting pure hell on anybody who's not white in this country, come on, then they're an unrighteous kingdom. They're a wicked power. So give them according to their deeds. Who speak peace to their neighbors, but evil is in their hearts. Yeah, look at what Trump is doing right now. All he does is he got two tongues, you know. But and it's obvious that the hate is in their heart for the children of the Most High. Period. You know. But I say that to say this, that these are workers of iniquity. So you're putting your faith and all this into the system, and all they got is wickedness in their endeavors. Give them according to the work of their hand, render to them what they deserve, because they do not regard the work of the Lord, nor the operation of his hands. He shall destroy them and not build them up. So he's not going to build up this nation. This make America great again. America ain't never been motherfucking great. All right. It's a facade. It might have been great for some, but overall for the world, it's pure hell. And that goes for Israel and Britain and all these places too. You know, them Palestinians is catching hell over there in Palestine. You know? All right, so we're going to move on. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go to Proverbs. Matter of fact, Proverbs 8, I believe, or 9. Proverbs 8. I think it's 36. His instruction. Oh yeah, but he who sins against me wrongs his own soul. All those who hate me love death. No, I think it might have been. Maybe it's 30. Oh no, I'm tripping. 13 maybe. Oh, pride and arrogance and the evil way and the perverse mouth I hate. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You think, oh, you over there cursing and you over there doing this. No. See, that just goes to show that you don't know the scriptures. See, because back in the day when Jesus was going at people, and he was mainly going after the people who were controlling the monetary system. And back in the day, the worst insult that you can call people was things like fools and curse words were kind of like relating them to an animal, like viper. Viper was like the MF nowadays, you know what I mean? And Jesus was cursing them the hell out. You know, they want to frame Jesus like he's nice and he's this. Nah, hell no. That just goes to show that you in one of those bugged out churches who don't know the scriptures. All right. So pride and arrogance and the evil way, that would be America, prideful. Look at Trump. He is the embodiment of the so-called white man in America and his pride and arrogance, you know, as well as Netanyahu and that evil ass queen and all them motherfuckers, you know, all of them, you know. Let's go to Proverbs. What am I at? 15. Let's go to Proverbs 15. I'm working on my cursing, you know. I know to get a point across though, that's communication, because you stiff-necked people don't get it no other way. All right, folly is joy to him who is destitute of discernment, but a man of understanding walks uprightly. Without counsel, plans go awry, but in the multitude of counselors they are established. So this is speaking to people. Some of you cats, you think you know it all, man. You might be 20 years old, 22. You really think you know something. And, you know, there is very select few, but a lot of y'all don't know shit. Okay? Like this weenie ass nigga over here named, see, he don't even put his name over here because he doesn't even have his own personality. You know, he supports another man. He's a man worshiper. You know what I mean? Over here talking shit. An actor, you're a complete fucktard, but I'm sure that you get that. Man, shut your bitch ass up, man. And I just cut you with that whole video. And anybody who thinks like you. All right? And talk dumb shit about people that you don't know being actors is something basic ass bitches do. That's how I know you got the spirit of a goddamn sodomite, nigga. You probably a full blown fag. All right. Congratulations. I don't need to know him. I just cut him with that video. I know enough. Run that video back. I know enough. Let's look at this punk ass nigga's profile. Talking shit. You say should invade the USA. Man, shut your ass up, man. You trying to hold this empire up. Didn't I just read to you that you can't hold this place up? This place is wicked as hell. So if this is your whole life, living it through vicariously through another man, thinking he's gonna save you, you in for a rude awakening. I'm done with this cat. I'm just using him as an example. All right, let's see. Where was I at? Yeah, see, he folly is joy to him who is destitute of discernment. He is destitute of discernment. You know what I mean? But a man of understanding walks uprightly. Without counsel, plans go awry, but in the multitude of counselors they are established. So somebody who is willing to learn and has an open mind and is not thinking that they know it all, is not leaning on their own understanding, they have a way better chance. And really, I don't need to waste my time trying to convince nobody about this shit. All I was trying to do is plant a seed, and then people come against you when you try to plant a seed. But if your mind isn't fertile, then ain't nothing gonna grow there. You know? A man has joy by the answer of his mouth, and a word spoken in due season, how good it is. What does that say? Some niggas love to hear themselves talk. And all they want to do is be right. You know? They can't accept correction. The way of life winds upward for the wise, that he may turn away from hell below. Yeah, man. Yeah. The Lord will destroy the house of the proud. The who? The proud. But he will establish the boundary of the window. Thoughts of the wicked are abomination to the Lord, but the words of the pure are pleasant. He who is greedy for gain troubles his own house, but he who hates bribes will live. That's getting into something else, but that you see my point. Okay? Yeah, so all you cats that just want to just love to hear yourself talk and think you know everything because you got an internet connection, you know, and y'all are Google theologians is what you are, but you don't have true wisdom. You know what I'm saying? You don't have true wisdom. That's why your ass is bugged out and you need somebody like me to come and tell you what's really going on in front of your face. You know what I mean? You thinking that niggas is really getting shot up in school, and you don't really realize you can't see the bigger picture. You can't see the bigger things at work. You playing checkers and I'm playing chess. Okay? So there's really no hope for bug outs like you. All right? So we're going to get into Proverbs 28 and 11. And don't think just because I read the scriptures I won't smack the shit out of you. All right. Oh, wait, no, I'm tripping. The rich man is wise in his own eyes, but the poor has understanding, searches him out. When the righteous rejoice, there is great glory, but when the wicked arise, men hide themselves. So for a person in the world who can't really dive into the scriptures, don't know what this scripture means, it has a double meaning, obviously. And this is just to go on the back of the last scripture that I read. The rich man is wise in his own eyes, but the poor who has understanding searches him out. Now, what is this saying? See, it's not really talking, it can be talking about a rich man and a poor man, because, you know, there's rich people like these cats who be investing in stocks, and they got millions of dollars and they got all this. They blowing their damn head off. You know what I mean? But you got somebody who's poor and who's humble, and you know he's just living his life righteously. You know, catching hell but living his life righteously. But really, there's a double meaning to this. To go on the back of what I was saying, a rich man is wise in his own eyes, meaning he thinks he's rich because he thinks that he knows everything. He thinks that he got shit figured out. He's a Google theologian. You know what I mean? He thinks that he really got shit figured out, but all he's been told is fanciful lies. You know, I tell my son this all the time, who my son is very smart, very intelligent. And I tell him this all the time, you know, because I try to plant seeds to never mistake an education for intelligence. I'm going to run that back. Never mistake an education for intelligence. Because you can be educated by the wrong thing. Motherfuckers can educate you all day on lies. And you know, the white power structure and the, you know, the powers that be got you bugged out. And they educate you on things that are just unfruitful and lies, you know. So you can learn a whole bunch of lies and you can recite it and you can regurgitate it, but you're just wise in your own eyes. But the poor who has understanding searches them out. What is that? The poor, it's not talking about, you know, necessarily finances. It's the poor in spirit. I mean, not, I'm sorry. The poor who has understanding searches him out. So the rich man represents the person who is wise in his own eyes, but the poor, he's seeking truth. He's seeking knowledge. He's seeking true wisdom and understanding. You know what I mean? He's going to be the one who's going to be the wise, not the rich man. See, because the poor, he has more to fill. You know, his cup is empty. His cup and his bowl is empty. I'm gonna come back to that. Hold on, what? I'm trying to think what else I could that goes to that point. Let me think. I'll come back to it. I'll remember it. Let me touch on. Go to Romans 12. I think it's Romans 12. Romans 12, let's see. 12 and 2, yeah. And do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. All right, so if your cup is full and it's full of worldly shenanigans, you know, then you can't get nothing. You know, your cup is already full. You can't be transformed. You know, you want to be living in a world, you know, waiting on Bernie Sanders and Trump and all these idols, all these people who ain't going to do shit, career politicians, people who are already in the know, who are not giving a damn about you. Trump don't give a shit about you. Bernie Sanders or Hillary Clinton, that evil ass bitch, don't give a fuck about you. None of them give a fuck about you. You know, is Hillary Clinton going to show up to your funeral? Is Bernie Sanders going to show up to your funeral? Hell nah. So why are you it's unprofitable for you to be looking up to these people, man. Straight up. You're better off getting your head in the scriptures. Now, of course, you got to be the watchman. You got to see the things that are going on, but you can't be swayed by the world like that. You know? You know, I'm going to hit up Isaiah because I should have hit this up earlier. Let's see. I'm getting used to this app, by the way. Was it Isaiah? Yeah, it is Isaiah. Hold on. Isaiah. I'm trying to think. It's 55. 8. Ha. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, nor are your ways my ways, says the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. Yeah. So, you know, this whole society is wicked as hell, and they try to do away with the Lord. You know what I mean? Like, it's outdated or something like that. And you know, and his chosen. So people who don't adhere to this bullshit, really they blessed. They might be meek and they might be lowly according to the world, but really they blessed by the Most High, you know? So my thoughts are not your thoughts, nor your ways my ways. Just like, Bernie Sanders 2020 ass nigga, you know? All right, let's see what else. Oh, I want to get back into this just to drive my point home on how you shouldn't really be propping up this place. All right, do not take me away with the wicked and with the workers of iniquity who speak. Oh, I already did that, huh? I did, huh? All right, hold on. Let's see. Let me go to Revelation real quick. Revelation 18. For her sins have been. All right, wait, hold on. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people, lest you share in her sins, and lest you receive her plagues. For her sins have reached to the heaven, and God has remembered her iniquities." You damn right he has. "Rendered to her just as she rendered to you, and repay her double according to her works in the cup which she has mixed." Mix double for that bitch, is what it said. Okay? Yeah. So if America has been, if your ancestors have gone through slavery and they slaughtered the majority of your ancestors and did all this and that, and you've been catching hell, you can't pay your bills, they took your house from you, you go to jail all the time, they got you on probation, you've been catching pure hell, you got a faggot ass nigga standing next door, you got to sit up here and deal with sodomites all day long like it's normal, and this place ain't for you. Let me run that back for you one time. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people, lest you share in her sins, and lest you receive her plagues. For her sins have reached to the heaven, and God has remembered her iniquities. Render to her just as she rendered to you, and repay her double according to her works in the cup which she has mixed." Mix double for that bitch, it says. You know? Yeah. So, hey, this is, I'm not saying it. This is the Most High is really just telling you how it goes down, you know? So, bitch ass niggas like Bernie Sanders 2020, these type of cats, you know what I mean? They want to prop America up. People like Trump supporters and people like that who are mindless, useful idiots prop up these people that's going to pretty much condemn them to damn slavery any damn way. You know what I mean? Total bug outs. You know what I mean? They are literally sheep on their way to the slaughter. And they deserve everything they got coming, because if you're too stupid to see the shit, then, you just ain't, the Most High just ain't dealing with you. Period. He ain't dealing with you. So, all right, let me go. Oh, man, I love this. "In the measure that she glorified herself and lived luxuriously, in the same measure give her torment and sorrow. For she says in her heart, I sit as a queen and am no widow and will see no sorrow." Yeah, that's right. This wicked bitch named America and all its conglomerates, and what have you, glorifying itself, living prideful, living luxuriously. I think of the Statue of Liberty and shit. Think of it like that. "In the same measure give her torment and sorrow, for she says in her heart, I sit as a queen, and I am no widow, and I won't see sorrow." That's the spirit that they got on right now. Trump is a prideful ass. He's prideful as hell. Just thinking he gonna make America great again. He ain't finna do nothing but drag it down and fulfill this prophecy. That's all he finna do. He's just a pawn, you know. And if you follow on a pawn, then you even lower than a pawn. You ain't even on the board. Put it like that. You ain't even on the board. Therefore, her plagues will come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she will be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord who judges her. Yup, yup. The kings of the earth who committed fornication and lived luxuriously with her will weep and lament for her when they see the smoke of her burning. I mean, this goes so deep on so many levels. You know what I mean? So all the kings of the earth, all the people who was in bed with these people, you know what I mean? And for you unspiritually strong individuals who you know, oh, you're talking about this is America. You have been totally duped. Like you're not even smart enough for this. Most likely you're not even gonna be on here, you know. But it's like a football game. They want you to have this tribalism mentality, or like, oh, it's Cowboys, no, it's Patriots, no, it's man, that's you stupid. You know what I mean? That's the same thing it is with nations. You know, they understand the human psychology, and they understand that you have to identify with something because you're weak. You know, so and these people, meanwhile, they have no loyalty to no country. They're just doing pure wickedness on the earth. You know, they don't have no loyalty to no damn country. They got offshore banks. They playing people against each other, and you over there really believing it, man. I ain't even gonna go into it, man. If that's what you want, stay on that. All right. The kings of the earth who committed fornication and lived luxuriously with her will weep and lament for her when they see the smoke of her burning. Yeah, so y'all prideful, y'all feeling luxurious. You love, oh, Mexicans go back, and Hondurans, and you love seeing other people suffer while you prosper and you live luxurious. But you see what the Most High says. You know, they're gonna be weeping and crying when you know their economic system collapses and all their bullshit collapses and all their lies catch up with them. Yeah, they're gonna be weeping. Everybody who's in bed and drank from that cup, standing at a distance for fear of her torment, saying, "Alas, alas, the great city of Babylon, that mighty city! For in 1 hour your judgment has come." Yeah, niggas gonna be clapping, round of applause. People gonna be trying to keep distance. You know, but the Most High gonna see it all anyway. So, you know, and the merchants of the earth will weep and mourn over her, for no one buys their merchandise anymore. That's right, man. That's right. So all you people who your whole identity is tied up in your finances and your wealth, and especially you damn bitches, man. You bitches got a real rude awakening. You know, because that's all y'all hoes be about is your vainness and your looks. And you know, the jewelry and makeup. Look at Instagram, man. I'm over here trying to drop jewels on Instagram, but you want to go look at just a harlot ass bitch. All these women want is attention, attention, attention. Look at me. This, you know, and everything that they worship is money and status and symbols, you know. And all these people, they having a good time now. But, you know, as the Lord say, you know, like a thief in the night, he's finna come in like a thief in the night, you know, and take all that shit, you know. And the merchants of earth will weep and mourn over her, for no one buys merchandise anymore. That's right. And it's going to render all that money in the bank is meaningless. And niggas going to be coming for you, too, you know, because really 3 days without no food and people going to turn into damn animals, you know. It's when there's an economic collapse, you know, you done. You know, you ain't gonna be able to get on your bank app and you ain't gonna be able to post on Facebook about you just got a new chain. You niggas is gonna be rendered useless. Merchandise of gold and silver, precious stones and pearls, fine linen, purple silk, and scarlet, every kind of citron wood, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, ain't gonna mean shit. The fruit of your soul longed for has gone from you, and all the things which are rich and splendid have gone from you, and you shall find them no more. Not at all. Yep. You know, that's probably all I'm gonna touch on that. Man, no, it ain't, cause for in 1 hour, such great riches came to nothing. That's right. You been up there stacking all that bread. Oh, girl, I'm just trying to stack my chips, girl. You know, all these rapping ass bitch niggas over there talking about how much they got. For 1 hour, such great riches came to nothing. Every shipmaster who who traveled by ship, sailors and many as trade on the sea, stood at a distance and cried out when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, "What is like this great city?" Yeah, 'cause everybody looking at America like this is just the greatest thing since fucking sliced bread. You know what I mean? But to anybody who actually has a good heart and a good spirit on them, this place is pure hell. You know what I mean? And that's for a reason. You know what I mean? Because the Lord, when He comes, He's coming for the harvest. And all He separates the wheat from the tare. So there's more tare than wheat. Let me tell you that. And cried out, yeah, of course they're going to be crying because they love this place. People who indulge in this bullshit, they love this place. They don't never want to see this destroyed, especially the damn woman. You know, the woman really want to see this place go on because it ain't even a kingdom. That's why it refers to it as a woman. This is a damn queendom. You know what I mean? So all you simping ass niggas, worshiping a woman up there on her page, talking about, oh girl, you're so beautiful, and oh girl, oh man, if I was the Captain Saberhose, man, y'all are through. All right, so what else am I gonna get into? Let's see. You know what? Now that we're on this subject, I might as well just finish off. I'm gonna finish off with I love the prophecies, man, because they prophesize the downfall of you suckers. You no good ass people and no good ass kingdoms. All right, where's Jeremiah at? Bow. 51. All right, so it says, flee from the midst of Babylon, and everyone save his life. Do not be cut off by her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. What this is saying is not physically flee, because really, can't nothing save your ass. You know what I'm saying? If the missiles come, the missiles coming for that ass. You know what I mean? It's saying to flee from what it represents, what it is. If it's faggotry. It's harlotry, all that. It's lust for money. It's lust for this. It's pride. It's everything that it represents. You know what I mean? You got to flee from that bitch. So flee from the midst of Babylon, and everyone save his life. Do not be cut off by her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. You damn right it is. And I'm going to have me my Redenbacher or whatever that shit called, popcorn, and I'm going to be enjoying the show. Because as long as you right in the spirit, then, the Lord dealing with you. If not, well, you through. All right. As Babylon has caused the slain of Israel to fall, so at Babylon the slain of all the earth shall fall. Let's run that back. As Babylon has caused the slain of Israel to fall. Now that's deeper, man. You're not ready for who God's chosen people are and whatnot. But let's just, for time's sake, the chosen, those who the Lord has chosen out of the earth. Sure as hell, if you believe that those lying ass people that is currently over there in Israel right now, is the Israelites, then you bugged all the way out. It's because you've been watching TV. It's because you're a total brainwashed any damn way. So at Babylon the slain of all earth shall fall. Because that's all they've been doing is slaying God's chosen. Because they know what's up. They know who they are. You know what? Just to get on that point, just so I'm just not talking shit, we're going to go ahead and just so for any of you bugged out people who might want to think Israel and you have this image in your head, just like you think Jesus is white And just like you think these people in Israel, when the nation of Israel, see, if I take, let's say that I'm, let's say that I moved to a country of not my, or let's say a white boy, total white boy, his parents moved to Africa, let's say, and he was born there. Does that make him black? Hell nah, it doesn't. Even if he calls him, and let's say he named himself, you know, Tyrone or some shit. Well, I know that don't make sense, but you get the point. Does that make him black? No, it don't. So the same way that just because a bunch of Khazarians, Khazars, people who are not from the Holy Land, want to move into a place unwelcomed, uninvited, and then they want to move into the land of Israel and call themselves Israelites, they is not the damn Israelites. When was this place founded? The current state of Israel, by these Europeans. That's what they are. They're Europeans who are claiming to be Israelites, which they're not. Of course, really, I don't even want to have to explain it, because if you don't already know that, then you stupid as hell. So, I'm just looking at. See, they try to mix a lot of lies with truth, But let's just get down to, you know what? Fuck all this. Israel, 1948. Hey, know them by their fruit too. These ain't the damn people of the Most High. 1948. Bow. Yeah, the United Nations pretty much moved these Europeans into the land of Israel and founded the so-called nation Israel, which is not the nation Israel, because a nation is a people. In 1948, I'm not going to get into it. You do the research. I'm not going to do all the fucking thinking for you. You know what I mean? Founded in 1948. So basically, they've been around as long as, I don't know, probably like McDonald's. McDonald's was, yeah. So these people claiming claiming the fame, faking the funk, you know what I mean? Fronting, false flagging. They've been around as long as McDonald's. Perpetrators, man. See, when was McDonald's founded? Somewhere around that time, or maybe it was the 50s, but you get the point. $1955. You know what I mean? Practically. They've been around about as long as McDonald's. All right, so yeah, we're gonna get back into the scriptures. I got a few more scriptures, and I'm finna wrap up. What I want to hit? Oh yeah, I'm gonna hit. I don't know if I hit this. I'm gonna hit Revelations 12:12. I might have already touched on it. Hold on. All right, therefore rejoice, O heavens, and you will dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and to the sea, for the devil has come down to you, having great wrath, because he knows he has a short time. That's right. He knows he has a short time. So, that's why everything's been ramped up in a way. That's why all this shit has changed in my life. It's been a drastic change. You know what I mean? Now you got a bunch of damn trannies running around, who's trying to make you look at all them Parkland actors. Bunch of damn homos. So your heroes are weak ass niggas like Bernie Sanders, homo ass niggas like David Hogg, a bunch of just faggots. Hell nah. My hero coming up was like Malcolm X, like real men. Some Huey P. Newton, some Fidel, Che Guevara. Them was men. Now, but you weak ass individuals looking up to pussy ass bitch niggas, like I said, like David Hogg, man, you totally gone. You know, and that's how you know we're at the end of this thing. Um, oh yeah, that's what I'm gonna get into. Psalms 14. I'm gonna get into Psalms 14. What was the verse? Oh, okay. The fool has said in his heart, "There is no God." They are corrupt. They have done abominable works. There is no one who does good. The Lord looks down from heaven and looks upon the children of men to see if they are any who understand, who seek God. They have all turned aside. They have all together become corrupt. There is none who does good, not one. Have all the workers of iniquity no knowledge, who eat up my people as they eat bread, and do not call on the Lord. They are in great fear, for God is with the generation of the righteous. Ooh. So you got to be pretty righteous. In today's wicked ass society, it is you are propped up by being a damn demon. You know what I mean? So to still be in the scriptures, and to still keep the word and to still have a moral compass, hey, you know, that should show you we were the generation of the righteous. You shame the counsel of the poor, but the Lord is his refuge. Yeah, hey, put up the border. You know what I'm saying? Keep shooting down Palestinians. Keep shooting Central Americans. Keep shooting young black men in the street, because the Lord is his refuge. You know, oh, that the salvation of Israel would come out of Zion when the Lord brings back the captivity of his people. Let Jacob rejoice and Israel be glad. Yeah. Hey, Jake's gonna be rejoicing. That's for damn sure. You know? Yeah, so the Lord clearly is just condemning all y'all, most y'all. The fool has said in his heart, there's no God. You know, people out here, oh no, science is your God now. Oh, we believe in science. You really think you got something figured out, huh? When you ain't even gone to space, man. That's all a lie too. Y'all probably believe all that shit too. The fool says in his heart there's no God. They are corrupt. They have done abominable works. Yeah, popping each other in the ass and shit. Getting sex changes. All this wicked ass shit. There's none who does good. Worshiping money, worshiping idols, hating their neighbor. Especially, why is it that 81% of evangelicals voted for Trump? You a so-called, that's how you know they ain't in the scriptures. They use Christianity as a cloak, but the Lord don't know them. Oh, he does know them, but you know, they're not part of the fold. You know? They do abominable works. They hate thy neighbor. They do all that shit. They hate Mexico. They be on the internet all day talking about make America great again, hating all the people of color. And the Lord sees that. So they're workers of iniquity with no knowledge. Let's get into what true knowledge is. Let's ask the Lord, what is knowledge? Because all these cats, all these Google theologians, these people who think they're so smart, they think they got like true wisdom and true knowledge. Nah, man. Let's go to Sirach. It ain't in this version here. It's turned into a longer video than I anticipated. I was really meaning just to cut David Hogg, but you know, it goes to a greater point. And it's like a fisherman, you know, it's like, I'm not out there to try, I got my own life to live. I'm not out here trying to, you know, convince anybody of nothing. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you might get a few fish out there. You know, you might reel people in. You know, that has a fertile mind. Man, I don't know what's wrong with this right now. Let's see if I can look it up. Uh, oh man, I don't want to mess up on me. The devil got to do some work too. He working overtime. Trying to keep me from the script. Well, the script is I'll just go get my Bible. Close it. Chrome isn't responding. Okay, hold up. Recognizing real wisdom. Hell yeah. All right. Fear the Lord and keep his law. That is what wisdom is all about. You may know everything there is to know about wickedness, but that does not make you wise. It is not sensible to follow the advice of sinners. It is possible to use cleverness for wicked purposes. But some people act like fools because they don't know any better. Like what's his name? Um, Whatever that bug out is. A devout person, even if he is not very intelligent, is better off than the cleverest of sinners. Yeah, damn right. You know, like that damn devil. What's that nigga that owns IBM? What's that fool's name? Bill Gates. Yeah, he could be a clever ass sinner, but it's better. It's better to be a devout person who, because yeah, people can be wise in wickedness. You know what I mean? You might be the wolf on Wall Street. You know, over there getting old people out of their pensions. That don't make you good. That don't make you wise. That makes you wise in wickedness. It is possible to be marvelously clever and still be dishonest, or to get what you want by being absurdly polite. Yeah, like you bitches. Then there are those wicked people who go about looking very solemn and mournful, but who are only trying to deceive you. They will turn their faces away and pretend not to hear you, but they'll take advantage of you when you least expect it. Also like the bitches. If for some reason they are unable to sin now, they'll get around to it at first opportunity. You can know people by their appearance. The first time you look at them, you can tell if they have good sense. Their character shows in the way they dress, the way they laugh, and the way they walk. Yeah, so you ratchet ass bitches who are showing their ass and titties everywhere, who every day you just got to do something more provocative to get the attention of the male that you want so bad, so you can shoo them away. You bitches is going down. We see what you about. Fuck y'all hoes. Alright? I'm not going to get off on that, but, just thought I'd say that. Let me get... Oh, yeah. You know what? Let me get the wicked revealed. Because a lot of you bitches... Hey, the Most High is going to fuck y'all up. Excuse my language, man. I'm just, I'm in the spirit. But y'all is done. You know? Because it's hard to meet a righteous woman, please. And in America, in today's world, but in America in general, and that goes back to the point I was making earlier about drink. How these other nations are drinking the wine of wicked ass Babylon. America, they've been drinking the wine of it, so they trying to looking up to America and trying to be like them. Now they're seeing, damn, this shit's messed up. Divorce rates skyrocketing, bitches out of order. Everything just out of control. Faggot ass niggas running around. Nah. You know, men acting like all these beta males, you know, men taking on the spirit of a woman. Testosterone is under mass attack. You know, to be a real man in America, oh man, you're going to be catching hell. All right, I'm going to go to Thessalonians. Second Thessalonians, I think. 2. For the mystery of lawlessness is already at work. Only he who now restrains will do so until he is taken out of the way. And the lawless one will be revealed, whom the Lord will consume with the breath of his mouth and destroy with the brightness of his coming. Yeah. A lot of you lawless bitch niggas is getting revealed right now. Esau, chiefly. The coming of the lawless one is according to the working of Satan with all power, signs, and lying wonders. The coming of the lawless one is according to the working of Satan with all powers, signs, and lying wonders. Yeah, space program, lying ass wonders, you know, trying to be like the Most High, lying wonders. You know what I mean? His computers and all this shit, thinking he really doing something, you know, when he ain't doing a damn thing. You know, because really, what does he use those works for? Pure wickedness. Back to the last scripture that we were talking about. See if I still got it pulled up. I don't. But back to the last one that we was talking about is like people can use all their knowledge and all their of the world, that is, you know, all their so-called wisdom, which really isn't wisdom, to do wicked, you know. And that's exactly what this is referencing. You know, with all Satan using all that power and all those lawless workings, you know, and signs and lying wonders, like you know, that he be bugging you guys out on, thinking he really doing something. You know, it's a damn magic show. All right, so yeah. Let no one deceive you by any means, for that day will not come unless a falling away comes first, and the man of sin is revealed, the son of perdition. Oh, the falling away. Oh, motherfuckers been falling away. Something tough, you know. I'm gonna go into, you know, this is really. I'm gonna hit up Ezekiel. Yeah, Ezekiel's probably gonna wrap this up for us. Hit him with it, Ezekiel. Let's see. Y'all don't know the scripts. Mm. Behold, you are wiser than Daniel. This is talking about, you know, Esau, or, you know, the people doing Satan's work on the earth. Behold, you are wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that can be hidden from you. With your wisdom and your understanding, you have gained riches for yourself and gathered gold and silver into your treasuries. By your great wisdom in trade have you increased your riches, and your heart is lifted up because of your riches. Therefore, thus saith the Lord God, because you have set your heart as the heart of a god, behold, therefore I will bring strangers against you, the most terrible of the nations. And they shall draw their swords against the beauty of your wisdom, and defile your splendor. They shall throw you down into the pit, and you shall die a death with the slain, in the midst of the seas. Will you say before him who slays you, I am God, but you shall be a man, and not a God. Ooh, the Lord is cutting you something vicious. In the hand of him who slays you, you shall die the death of the uncircumcised. And that means, you know, uncircumcised in the spirit, by the hand of aliens. Yeah, that's the spirit. Because you illegal criminal aliens. You eat, yeah. Let's run that ship. For I have spoken, says the Lord God. Moreover, the word of the Lord came to me, saying, Son of man, take up a lamentation. Man, run that back. Therefore, oh wait, Should we go all the way up? Yeah, let's just read the whole thing. The word of the Lord came to me, saying, Son of man, say to the princes of Tyre, thus says the Lord God, because your heart is lifted up, and you say, I am God, I sit in the seat of gods, in the midst of the seas, yet you are a man, and not a God. Thou, you set your heart as the heart of God, behold, you are wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that can be hidden from you. Yeah, nigga, you over here building so-called spaceships and CERN machines and hadron colliders. Yeah, there's no secret that's hidden from you. You think you just prideful with your science. With your wisdom and your understanding, you have gained riches for yourself and gathered gold and silver into your treasures. By your great wisdom in trade, you have increased your riches, and your heart is lifted up because of your riches. Therefore, thus says the Lord God, because you have set your heart as the heart of God, behold, therefore I will bring strangers against you, the most terrible of nations, and they shall draw their swords against the beauty of your wisdom. Ooh, that's nice. The beauty of your wisdom. Yeah, so they go, it's like a bitch who wear a lot of makeup, who you think she fine, and she got like 7 different filters on her picture, and the Most High just gonna send a rainstorm, wash off all that makeup, and shut down that filter, and it ain't gonna be looking too beautiful after that, and defile your splendor. They shall throw you down into the pit, and you shall die a death of the slain in the midst of the seas. Will you still say before him who slays you, I am God? But you shall be a man. Now, hell no, you ain't go. You probably would say it because you're a damn demon. But you shall be a man and not a God in the hands of him who slays you. You shall die the death of the uncircumcised by the hand of aliens. And that's what you get. For I have spoken, says the Lord God. Moreover, yeah. So that's you know what? I think that's pretty much all I'm gonna get into. Yeah, this lesson has gone way beyond what I needed to, but this is really what I wanted my channel to be about. And the spirit had a scoffer come, and hey, sometimes it's good. Somebody might motivate you, put some wind in your sails to make a video, and then hey, it was really a blessing because I ended up being able to get into a lesson, which really, I got 2 channels. One is Majestic and the other is Ghost in the Machine. I wanted to separate the two, have one spiritual and one kind of conspiracy. But you know what? I don't really know that I want to get into all that, like this video that I made. For what? It takes time out of my day. It's taking time, to educate people that why should I waste all my time like that, doing that? The people who are in the know and the people who already are at a certain high level of understanding, that's really who I should be directing my attention to. And really, there's a whole lot of wisdom in these scriptures, and I should just tie it into current events or what's going on. I really don't want to be wasting too much time on that. If you do like those little documentaries, I had fun with it, to tell you the truth. Exposing him, because there was really no good video out there that was that did what I did. I think I think that I like the way it turned out. If I'd had more time, I'd have probably made it a little bit better, but it started to get kind of long, and then I don't got all the time. I had to go to work. I got real shit to do than to argue with little bitch ass niggas like this. But yeah, really my channel is supposed to be more just to get down with the more into the word, more into things that are fruitful for our lives. It ain't always gonna be about that. I'm not no big YouTube person. Like, I only got like a couple videos up or something like that. So I might get into it. If you like it, then subscribe, or maybe give me some ideas, or send me a topic that you might want to do. And then maybe I'll get around to it, maybe I won't. So my channels, I'm gonna show you them here right now. And the reason I have 2 channels, because you need a backup channel, because YouTube is hitting people with strikes. So I got this channel, Majestic, and then I got this one, Ghost in the Machine, and it's spelt that way, you know, for a reason, you know. But yeah, so I'll probably upload videos to both, but eventually I might, you know, I might separate them or what have you. But it's kind of like a backup channel, the Ghost in the Machine. But I kind of wanted to use both, so you know you can go ahead and subscribe to those if you wish. If not, you know, I don't really care. So if there's something, I don't know, man. It's just I only got a couple videos up. I don't really know. I'm just gonna kind of roll with it, you know. All right, that's it. All right, this is Majestic. You know, bringing you, dropping that knowledge you can't get in college, man. Y'all be easy.